Hello, friends. Today I'm going to talk about living happy and healthy during lockdown due to COVID 19. Being aware about the causes, symptoms, prevention, and treatment of the disease is very much important to fight with any disease. So, let us discuss what is COVID 19. As we all have the information about the COVID 19, this particular virus is associated with the outbreak of this disease, which originated in Wuhan, which is a region in China, and it is a very severe disease which causes acute respiratory syndrome, which is known as SARS-CoV-2. So the disease caused by the virus is now officially called COVID-19. So as the different viruses has the structures, you can see the structure of COVID-19 virus. There is RNA, nucleoprotein, membrane protein, spike glycoprotein. There is a envelope. So this is the basic structure of COVID-19 virus. As per the information given in the website of the World Health Organization, coronavirus disease COVID-19 is a very infectious disease which is caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. Why COVID-19? Because the first case of this COVID-19 disease was found in the Wuhan city of China in December 2019. That's why the name COVID-19 is given to this particular disease. And most people who are infected with COVID-19 virus, they experience mild to moderate respiratory illness, and as in the viral diseases, they recover without any treatment. But in case of older people and also children who have some underlying medical problems, especially the older people, like cardiovascular diseases like hypertension, BP, diabetes, chronic respiratory diseases, or cancer, they are more likely to suffer with this uh, COVID 19 disease. And as we have seen in the many cases, people are dying because of this disease all over the globe. The best way to prevent and slow down the transmission of this particular disease is to be aware, to be well informed about COVID-19 virus, the diseases which it causes and how it is spread. So we need to protect ourselves as well as our friends and family members from this infection. And we can do it by washing our hands with soap, by sanitizing ourselves with alcohol based sanitizers, and not frequently touching our faces. COVID 19 virus spreads primarily through the droplets of saliva discharged from the nose, and also when the infected person coughs or sneezes. So it's very much important that we all should practice respiratory etiquettes. For example, when you are coughing or sneezing, you should cough or sneeze in your elbow. So that's why it will not, the virus droplets will not go in your hands or palms, and it will not, you will not touch by your hands and palms any surface that it will not spread to other people. As per the report of the World Health Organization at this time, there are no specific vaccines or treatments for coronavirus disease. However, scientists all over the world, they are conducting clinical trials and they are evaluating the potential treatments for this disease. So that's why the as we all know that prevention is the best medicine. So for this particular disease at present times, prevention is the best medicine to fight with this COVID-19 virus. Now the question arises how to fight with COVID-19 virus. As per Government of India guidelines, government is fighting with this disease using various means. We are under lockdown, we are practicing social distancing. Government is also issuing various measures to stop the spread of this disease. So we all need to follow the guidelines which are issued by Government of India and other agencies. Some people have a very false belief that people of young age, people with very strong immunity will not be infected with disease. Infection can be caused to any person. People of all ages can be infected by the coronavirus. And if there are no symptoms, if you have a very strong immune system, so even then you can be a carrier. You can spread this disease to some other people. So older people and the people with pre-existing medical conditions such as asthma, diabetes, heart diseases, they appear to be more vulnerable to becoming severely ill with this virus. So that's why practicing hand and respiratory hygiene is very much important and is only the best way to protect ourselves, our family members, our friends from this disease. So we must maintain at least 1 meter distance, about 3 feet distance between ourselves and others while we are because of some needs like food grains, eatables, vegetables. Some of our family members have to go out. So it is very important that when you are standing on the shops by someone and who is coughing or sneezing, to maintain at least more than 1 meters distance. During the lockdown, we all need to follow social distancing. We should not participate in any social gatherings, though all social gatherings are banned during the lockdown. So, by this social distancing, we can control the spread of this deadly virus COVID-19. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India has issued some guidelines what to do, what not to do to stop the spread of this virus. So to protect yourself and others, keep washing your hands with with the soap, cover your nose and mouth when you are out of your house. If you are using a tissue when you are throwing it, just throw in the closed dustbins. If you have very high fever, dry cough, and respiratory problems, you must visit doctors and avoid participating in large gatherings. What we should not do, we should not shake hands, we should not touch our eyes and mouth, and as per the habit, most of the people they spit in the public places. So please avoid such unhealthy practices. So by following these guidelines together, we can fight with this deadly coronavirus. Living a healthy and happy life during lockdown due to COVID-19 is a challenge for all of us. So there are some basic guidelines which most of us know, and if we follow those guidelines of simple living, we can fight with this coronavirus disease and we can live a healthy and happy life even during the lockdown due to coronavirus disease. As per the definition of health given by World Health Organization, health is defined as physical, emotional, mental, social, and spiritual well being, and not merely the absence of disease. So, to be healthy, we have to physically, emotionally, mentally, socially, and spiritually healthy. Then only we can be fit and fine in terms of our health. The first domain of health, as per the World Health Organization, is physical health. Though we are living in lockdown, but in our houses we can practice some yogic exercises, can practice some breathing exercises. So all those exercises, we can do some aerobic exercises. So all those exercises can help us to keep ourselves physically healthy. Good nutrition is also important for physical health, and this nutrition help us in fighting with diseases because it improves our immune system. So there are some healthy foods which we should eat, like food rich in vitamin C and other vitamins also important. Other, so especially vitamin C uh, improves your immune system. On the other hand, is we have very free time and we can keep on sleeping, but that is not all. That is not a very healthy exercise. So we need to take adequate rest, and most of us we can uh, take adequate rest by sleeping for 6 to 8 hours. So even if we sleep for more than 8 hours, it makes us lazy, which is not a good habit, and it is not good for our health as well. So all extremes should be avoided. Extreme exercise, extreme food, or extreme sleep. So it is not important. We need to make a balance between exercise, food, and sleep, and then only we can be physically fit. Second dimension of health is emotional health. We need to control our emotions we need to sometimes express our emotions. So we need to know, we need to learn how to regulate our emotions. So we all must be emotionally intelligent to be emotionally healthy. So when you are emotionally intelligent, you can understand your emotions, you can understand emotions of others, and at the same time you will be able to manage your emotions and also the emotions of others. For example, in case of being assertive in terms of your to fight with your stress problems, it's a positive exercise. You're not hurting other by your words, but what you do, you convince others by logical explanations. So that's why being assertive not only uh, keeps you out of stress, but also other people are not hurt because of your aggression. So we need to follow some uh, emotional intelligence. We need to learn how to be emotionally intelligent to deal with our uh, stresses of our life. As we all are not living a very normal life, we are in lockdown. So some of us may develop some fear, some anxiety, some behavioral problems due to isolation. And these problems may sometimes disturb our life. So there is some normal range of these problems. Anxiety and fear is very common, but if they disturb our life, if they are above the normal, so in that case we certainly need psychological guidance, psychological help. So in such conditions, government has also provided some guidelines. If you need some counseling, you can contact psychologists and they will counsel you, they will suggest you some strategies to deal with mental health problems. We all are considered as a social animals. We have a social life. So to satisfy some of our needs like need for appreciation, need for recognition, we socialize with our friends and members of the society. So during present times, we have a very limited social contact. We are contacting our friends and some family members who are away from the homes by using social media. So to remain in contact with your friends and family members is very much important because that gives you a support, and this support is very much important. Even perceived support helps you to deal with your problems. So this support minimizes the experience of stress, problems, and also we are able to cope with our daily life problems by interacting with our friends and family members, by sharing our problems with our friends and family members. So it is very important to remain in contact with our family members, though maintaining a social distance. So we should maintain contact with using this information technology and social networking using internet and other media like calling to your uh, friends and family members using mobile phones. The fourth and the last dimension of health is spiritual health. So when we talk about spiritual health, we are talking about our own health, ourself. So how to develop ourselves in the times of the lockdown? So you can do what you like. You can read your books of interest. You can listen to music. You can watch movies of your interest. And one very important thing is which adds in your knowledge. So you keep on enhancing your knowledge by learning new things. So what it does when we learn new things, it makes new neural connections. New synapses are developed, and these new neural synapses, they act as a cognitive backup in the times of need when we are in the old days. So we need to learn more and more about this world, about this ourself. So by learning ourselves, we keep on enhancing. So spirituality, if keep on learning and enhancing ourselves, understanding of ourselves, so we will be spiritually healthy. Information and communication technology has helped a lot. Uh, we people, as a teachers, we are able to manage our routine by engaging classes using different information and technology media. So we are interacting with our alumni. We are interacting with our network. We are organizing meetings using uh, this information technology. Few days back, my colleagues from Central University of South Bihar, Gaya, India, they organized a panel discussion on mental health and well-being in the times of COVID-19. So here I was a keynote speaker. Other members also participated with their views. Some questions were asked by participants. So in that way, that process was uh, a learning experience for myself as well. So in such meetings, we learn many things. We make people aware about the different aspects of mental health and well-being. So what it adds to our knowledge. It means we are adding to ourself. Our knowledge is improving. Sometimes by doing some workshops, we are able to develop skills to deal with our life related problems. Some friends at government degree college Mathura, they organized a training program, online training program, which was an awareness program for the National Service Scheme program officers and the volunteers. So in that way, these are the different platforms where we learn from our uh, teachers, we learn from trainers, we learn from experts. So in that way, we add knowledge and skill to our self. We are able to teach online using this information technology. This interaction is keeping us busy. We are able to follow a normal routine because of this information technology. To maintain social contacts with friends, online media is helping us. So we cannot meet them physically, but we can meet them virtually. So when we share uh, our problems with the friends, when we make fun with friends, so that way we are able to satisfy our social needs for appraisal, need of status, need for recognition. They're all we get in a, uh uh friend circle or a social circle. So that's why we need to keep on socializing in this the lockdown period using social media, not physical media. So let us fight this difficult situation with a smile, maintaining social distance, keeping ourselves physically and mentally fit, remain connected with our friends and family using virtual media, not physical media, and try to learn as much as possible. Try to enhance your knowledge, skill, and experience by using different learning platforms. So ultimately, when we enhance ourselves in terms of knowledge, skill, and we are able to be healthy, so ultimately all these things gives us a sense of well-being, a sense of happiness. So thank you very much. I'm sure the suggestions given in this video will help you in one way or other way to deal with the difficult situations which we all are facing during the lockdown due to COVID-19. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you very much.